Well, hello boys and girls. Today we're gonna be doing one more trash review of the the Philips 8000 Epilator. So with this one, you could see that you could get a couple of accessories with it. It says here +9 accessories. Now I opened the package because it was sold as used but in mint condition, and bought this one on Amazon. For some reason I get the fancy Amazon warehouse sticker. So yeah, so this is what you'll be getting: a pedicure head, and we'll be looking into that. You get a body exfoliation head and a shaving head, and a slightly smaller trimmer compared to the shaving head. One thing I like about this one is that it has a lithium-ion battery, and what that means is that you can charge the Epilator much quicker, and you can also discharge it or use it for longer times. Also says here that you get 2 years warranty worldwide. Don't know what that means, to be honest. Never used it. I know that Philips, if you do have a problem with one of these and you want to talk to Philips directly, I've never tried it before. I'm not sure if they're going to be responsive or not, but I used to have I'm still having the Visa Pure, and I've been running out of brushes, the heads to cleanse the face and stuff, and you can't find them anywhere. And if you try to reach Philips, they would be like, well, we don't know where it is. You buy it in the aftermarket. So that's one of the things about Philips, guys. If you buy anything from them, within a couple of years, this will be off the shelves. And if you want to get any of these heads, it's going to be a hard time. So it's either you stock up or you use it for approximately 2-3 years until you, I don't know, run out of heads, you get some trouble, you want to change, you wouldn't find the replacement head, and you end up trashing your Epilator. Like you pay like 110 euros for this sucker. Everything works great, everything operational. Then you get a problem with these heads, and then you don't find them anywhere. So that's one of the things that Philips does, you know, and they like doing this kind of stuff. So I don't know what kind of marketing is that, but it's a little bit daft, isn't it? Anyway, let's have a look at more of these accessories. You get a delicate area cap. You also get 2 optimal contact cap, and we'll look into that and what they do. Basically, just slap one of these on one of these, and then you can have more control over the area that you want to trim or you want to epilate. You get the body exfoliation head, which it's very interesting, and then you get this pedicure head. Feels like a sandpaper. Like as I said, I opened this one before, so it's you can see, guys, it's half open. But anyway, let's dive in. I put everything back as it was, so you can guys get a feeling of how this is gonna look like when you first receive it and open the package. So yeah, that's the Epilator. Lots of trash there. More trash there, and the first thing you will see that it's everything is mounted. So like the Epilator head is mounted there. If you want to release it, you just press this little button. Right now it's off, and of course you want to test it out. So you've got 2 speeds in that, and it says wet and dry, which is very interesting. You know, we'll get into that. So this one is speed 1. Or like actually vice versa. Interestingly, it starts with speed 2 and then it goes down to speed 1. So one more time. It's very interesting. Like the concept is, why don't you start from speed 1 and then go up to speed 2, but start from speed 2 and then, if you wish, go to speed 1. Very interesting logic, or maybe it was a bug that turned into a feature. So yeah. Anyway, let's have a look at the paint right there. So it says 15 volts, 5.4 watts, made in China, IPX7, used only with blah blah blah. So like after a couple of years, you wouldn't have a choice. And so within a couple of years, you wouldn't have a choice because you cannot use anything else and you wouldn't find anything else and you'll have to toss it away. So, you know, well done, Philips. Yeah, cardboards. Now the good stuff. So you can see this one, that's the shaver, and it comes with this head. And it's very easy, you just take this one off. Little sucker, put the other one on, right? And then you start. So I guess I can remove this and show you guys a little bit closer. Now that's a very regular shaving head. I use this one to shave my beard. Good results, to be honest, because I had a similar one that was meant to be for body grooming, and it's exactly the same structure. So you see, like Philips takes some parts, you know, give them a couple of different colors and put in it in a head like this, and make a new design out of it. So. Yeah, nothing special about that one. You can use this one to shave your leg hair or chest hair, or you can also get your beard up to nothing, so you can remove it completely. Alright, so see that one. We'll also be testing these out. Now, we get into more of the interesting parts. So this is the pedicure head. It's a very interesting concept. So yeah, I mean, if I get my leg like that, all right, and I want to do some pedicure on it. So I'm not sure if you do like the noise or if you notice any difference, but I don't like it. In terms of noise, but if that's normal. And does it do anything? I mean, you can see some dead skin here. So, I mean, Philips suggests that you use this regularly, not all at once, and then you will notice some improvements. To me personally, I didn't really buy it because of that. On a skank meter, I don't know, give it a 2 out of 5. All right, next heads. So you can see this is that's the other head. All right, and how do you mount it? Oh, so you guys, that's one of the things that you wouldn't want to do. All right, for some reason it doesn't snap in. You have to activate the button to get it in, and then you can do it. And yeah, it doesn't work like that. I have to remove the head, but probably does the job in some areas. This one was meant to be for the bikini zone. Pubic hair, if you want to remove it, right? And then we get into some interesting parts right there. So yeah. Anyway, here's the charger, and it's recommended not to use it while shaving yourself, especially in a wet place. Make sure you charge it completely, and once you're done, you can detach that guy and start shaving or whatever you want. These are a couple of protectors, but the interesting part is that's the interesting concept of using this brush head on your body, because I don't know what the engineers at Philips were thinking, but for some reason this head will always slide. It will never stay in a certain location, and the ergonomics of this is wouldn't allow you really to. It's very hard to let it stay in one place. So let me demonstrate that. You see that? And even with soap or anything else, it just wouldn't stay in place. And it starts with speed 2, which is, like, as I said, extremely daft. You should start with 1, And once you get a feeling of the speed, maybe you want to increase it. That makes sense. But in that case, even if you're at speed 1, all right, I mean, let's say a little bit manageable, right? But you see, we'll have to get used to that, because let's say if you want to focus on this area, you want to exfoliate some of the dead skin. There was supposed to be an option that would make it a lot slower than that, but they didn't think about it, and you just thought, okay, let's create this model and put as many accessories as we want to lure customers to buy it. But it doesn't mean that this one would work. I think maybe they could have tried to make it a little bit more soft, and also make it a little bit longer than that, so that it's easy to exfoliate an area. Otherwise, I see it as a total garbage, and I don't like it. And I don't know how it's being used. If you buy a product and you cannot use it intuitively, then it was not meant to be for humans. Maybe for something else, but not for humans, right? So I don't know what the engineers at Philips were thinking when they were doing that. So another interesting part is that whether you epilate or use the brush, there will always be water coming in, and it seems to be, so the water seems to be sealed up until there. But guys, I mean, have a look at that. It's extremely hard to clean this area, and there will always be traces of hair and whatever else. It's not fun. So, like, you know, the other thing that Philips would have gone for is to make it here as flat as possible, but they didn't. And I don't understand, because, you know, it's not too complicated to seal the rest, so that it's easy to remove the hair or any other traces of dirt. I mean, they supply a little brush here, but I'm not a big fan of brush, because if you use a brush, it means that you have to clean the brush. And what do you clean the brush with? With another brush? Like, maybe this one is a lot easier to clean, but I mean, and I don't want to be doing this in an area like that. I have to, you know, cleanse the stable extensively after I'm done. Then anyway, so what else do you get? And then you get a plasticky feeling pouch where you can put your trash in, like that. 1, 2, 3. See? So it doesn't have like inner pockets to protect the some of the accessories from hitting the others. And also, you are supposed to be placing the Epilator with the head mounted, because you see this one, it probably might hurt some accessories in the long run, especially if you move with the pouch a lot. But that's what you get. I mean, we all know epilators do hurt, and I tried this one also over there. Let me move the camera a little bit. All right. So I mean, it's alright if you're using to if you've been using Epilator for quite a long time and you're used to the pain, it'll be like not a problem. Yeah, otherwise it's a pain. And I think the Epilator in this respect does a good job. Just one more thing that I don't like is I think Epilator technology on its own is I think hygiene is not really I think designers don't really care about that, and I think it's also very hard. Like, the concept is to pluck the hair out, and to clean the head is I think is a massive pain, because I don't like to store the device after I finish with lots of hair, and I think many of you wouldn't want that. So the only thing you can do is use that brush, and you make sure maybe you submerge it in alcohol or something, and then clean it again. But otherwise, and then you have to move it a little bit and then do this. I mean, some hair will get released and other hair not. So let me cleanse that. All right, so with this out of the way, we've tried that. That's a mass pain. All right, these. I think you guys, when you want to try these, they're like guards, and that's the way you mount it, right? So that it would, so when you epilate, you would get exactly the same, the exact angle to epilate. So like that. So if I would try it on myself, it would be like. But of course, you would be using this on your legs. That's what it was made for in the first place. You can use it anywhere, but it will give you like the perfect angle if you're not used to it, and it will make sure that you retain this angle. Otherwise, you would have the right. So that's the other one that you would probably use for your sensitive area down there. So instead of using the whole epilating space, and you would just like epilate a couple of hairs at once, which is I think a little bit neat. The other thing also about this one is that if you apply a little bit of pressure, so especially on that side, you can, yeah, it's not really perfectly mounted, and there's no way they didn't really thought of it, I guess. I think they made it as simple as it could get. But if you use it with a little bit of care, that would be all right. Otherwise, that's it, guys. Let me know in the comments if you like it, if you've tried it, you've got different opinions on this nonsense. Actually, from all these, I use the Epilator function, and I use that head, and that's it. The rest of the stuff is not really that useful, but I like the battery life of that thing. It does last longer, and if you guys know that Philips in the old days, they used to put some terrible batteries in there, so you have to charge it for extremely longer times, and also it doesn't give you that much of shaving time or epilating time. But other than that, I mean, you get lots of booklets and lots of nonsense, lots of stuff about warranty. There's a manual here. Doesn't really, only has pictures, so you can guys so you guys can take this to the bathroom while doing the deed and entertain yourself, right? And see a whole lot of warranties in different languages. I don't know. I mean, like, why would you want to do that? Just like put a QR code that I can open and read if I want. That's much more compact than this, you know. Anyway, guys, make sure you like and subscribe. Catch you guys in the next one. Ta-da!